Excuse the background noise, but a lot of heavy traffic today. This is the fridge, electronic ignition, Electrolux 3-way fridge, and I'll just show you where the wires go and what they are. Now then, on this side, the gas side, where the gas goes in here, this is where the 12 volt from the let's get a screwdriver just here. There's a connection block just there, two connections. That's the 12 volt feed for the igniter for the gas fridge. That is powered up when the main ZIG switch is in the on to power the lighting and the main isolation switch on the ZIG unit. That's where the air comes, and you get a positive and negative 12 volt come in there. This part here, this is your mains input, earth, live and neutral. Those three connections there, and this is the cord grip. And this is the thermostat, and the output from the thermostat, which feeds the element itself, is these wires. These are the main feed to the 230 volt element, which go down the back, down here somewhere. Sorry, it's so dark, you can't see. The 12 volt that comes in here's a cord grip here. There's normally one of these strips here, and this is where your 12 volt comes in from the thicker wires, which are powered when the ignition is on or the engine is running. I've took it out at the moment because I needed the connection block, and on the front here is a selector switch which switches on the mains or the battery. And the wires for the heater for the 12 volt system is these would normally be up in here, but you can see these two black wires, and they go to the 12 volt heater. And the interesting thing about the whole setup is the thermostat only works, the electric thermostat only works on 230 volt. When it's on 12 volt, it's on full freeze. And in fact, if you're on a long journey like we was when we went to Scotland, everything in the fridge was frozen solid. Now obviously for the gas side, the thermostat here, gas comes in here into the main control knob, then comes out to the burner. This other connection here with this little label on is the thermocouple, which controls the flame to high or low to set the temperature of the fridge. This little box here is the igniter, electronic igniter circuit for the gas. Now I'll turn it around, I'll just show you the back a bit more, put it into the light. Okay, hopefully you can see the back of it. The two black wires are for the 12 volt heater. The two brown wires are for the 230 volt heater. This tray here is like a drip tray when you defrost it, and it relies on evaporation after that, so it doesn't run inside your van. What else? This is the main burn chamber. This is the exhaust, which you have to ensure that vents outside your van. With this, I found underneath the main burner here there was a piece of asbestos which helped protect the van, which I've obviously had to remove. The rest of the insulation, as far as I know, is like polystyrene and things like that. Okay, there's another wire here this one, which goes to the thermostat. It is an electrical wire. It senses the temperature of the fridge, so don't cut this metal pipe which goes onto there. This one, it's not electrical connection, it's a sensor which senses the temperature and switches the thermostat on and off for 230 volt. I hope that makes sense. There is a wire diagram on the back down at the bottom there, if you understand it. And yeah, I've not really had much to do with fridges, you know, low voltage ones. What I'm going to do, I'm going to hook this up to my car battery and see if it will freeze, because it was working, but it's temperamental, and I think it was temperamental because simple reason is the angle of the van, you know, when we parked up. And the only other thing is it was condemned because the fumes wasn't coming out the vent on the outside of the van, and that was simply to do with this was not connected. The bit that went on here was not connected. It should be aligned, and it was like that, so any fumes wouldn't have gone outside, so that's why it was condemned. So it does work. Now whether anybody wants this as spares for theirs, then it's available, so just drop me a message. But I'm going to power it up. I'm going to put a mains cable into it and get it running in the garage to test it. I might even be able to hook a gas bottle up to it with a regulator. I don't know. In part 3, I think it'll be, of this fridge, will probably be fitting the new one with a bit of luck.